you have to remember phosphate drilling in Quebec is about 25 years old, and out of everything that's been done in Quebec, these are probably some of the highest grades that have ever been found. I mean,
hello, everybody, and welcome to Betweenplays Stock Market Strategies. Once again, we have First Phosphate CEO John Passalacqua. John, how are you doing today, buddy?
yeah, I'm doing great, Albert. Thanks for having me.
It's very exciting. I was looking at the drill results and actually need my glasses over here. So you just come up with at your 25,000 meters. So we have the first ones that are coming here from the Bégin-La Marche project, 3,394 and total 10,000 meters of drilling have been completed to date. And we are awaiting the other 6,000. Of course, we'll have you on for that after. Can you talk to us about these grades? I mean, we're all excited and I'd love to hear it from you.
So we have a 25,000 meter drill program right now at Bégin-La Marche. That's probably one of the largest drill programs right now going on in Quebec or in Canada. We've drilled about 10,000 meters. We have results on just about 3,500. So there's still results to come on, well over 20,000 meters, well over 80%. So this is just the initial indications on, and it's as we thought. It's corresponding to the drilling that we did last year. We did 4,200 meters last year. We did also a lot of surface sampling, and we've gone into some new areas here into the north. So the deposit is extending. We've got more than a 3 kilometer long strike zone, and it's wide by about 500 meters. Everything's on surface, and we're finding some exceptional grades. Like, you have to remember, phosphate drilling in Quebec is about 25 years old, and out of everything that's been done in Quebec, these are probably some of the highest grades that have ever been found. I mean, we're finding grades in 8, 9, 10, 11, up to 12%, sometimes even a little bit higher in some very specific veins. So there's still a lot of drilling to go, but it's extremely promising in that not only is it looking to be a large body, but it's also looking to be a high grade body, and it's also a body that's at 70 kilometers from the deep sea port. It's right on paved highway. It's right where the electrical grid is. There's lots of good workforce in the area. We're outside of the snow belt. We're very well accepted by the local municipalities and indigenous groups who've been given major project status by the mayors and the prefects of the area. So everyone's very excited. The municipality is very excited with these results today, and what it means for the future of development there. Because you have to remember that area of Quebec had it still got the aluminum industry, which is very strong, but it also had forestry, which is kind of dying out a little bit. And so they're looking for new industries. They're looking for new green industries, and this is a perfect one for them. So we got a lot of excitement over these results today.
I know that we're rushing for a little bit of time here today, but I do have two questions. One of the questions is high grade surface. Can you just go a little bit into that and the importance of that? And when we're talking about this in high grade.
Yeah, so when you're moving phosphate, you're moving like something that's sold by the ton, right? And it's like $400 or $500 US per ton once it's processed. We process it to a 41% degree of purity. So you're processing a lot of rock to get to that. So you don't want to be going too deep. The deeper you go, the more expensive it is. And obviously, the higher grade that you have, the more mineral you recover, and the less expensive it is as well. So,
Yeah.
Being on surface is important, and being higher grade is important, and being close to infrastructure is important.
So basically, everything's on track. I mean, we've since the first day we started talking. I mean, you guys are very aggressive, great management, and now we're seeing here this big, massive asset that's developing. And I like the fact that you guys are, basically focusing on this energy transition. This is very cool. Would you have any last things to say to everyone out there that's looking, your old investors and the potentially new investors that's looking, in the mining industry, what they should be looking for and why First Phosphate?
So I think in general, we've had a couple really bad years in the markets over the last couple of years, especially in mining. So I think, in general, you should be looking at stories that have, really good management, number one. Number two, good assets. And number three, a good downstream supply chain. I think we've got all three of those here at First Phosphate. And looking at, projects that are realistic, right? Like, we thought about reality since the beginning, being in a really good geographical area, right near the port, near the second battery valley of Quebec that's emerging there in the Saguenay-Lac-Saint-Jean, Quebec area. And the other thing I would point to as far as First Phosphate, we've got $17.5 million raised in this business over the last 2 years, and our market cap is sitting at 16 million. So, we're discounted by 1.5 million in terms of the cash that's gone into the business. I mean, there's still $8 million in the till. We're well capitalized. We don't have to raise money anytime soon. We're good for at least another 12 to 18 months, if not longer. And I think you got to look to some of those factors there and just see who's going to be the companies of the future that are going to be able to make it through this very tough environment. And I think those companies that come through this environment are going to be tough as nails, and I hope that we're one of them. We're certainly working towards it.
Well, absolutely. So, Betweenplays, we're very proud to be part of this journey, and at the same time, so everybody out there, don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe, and don't forget to research, prepare, plan, execute. John, FRSPF, thank you so much for being on, and can't wait to have you on when we have the rest of the results coming out.
Yeah, thanks, Albert. Really appreciate it. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Between Plays, it's the journey and what you do between where you are and where you want to be. Research, prepare, plan, and execute your strategy. Do your DD and stay strong in visualizing and achieving your goals. Our strategy is unique since 2020. An original concept imitated, never duplicated. Real conversations with media influencers, educational and expert speakers, analysts and consultants. Between Plays, bridging the gap between companies and investors.